Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus bringing you this 1v1 on Shakura's Plateau. There's a lot of games on Shakura's Plateau, man. You guys love Shakura's Plateau. Apparently, it's a good map for good games because a lot of you guys send in games on this map, and they're freaking good. And this is Zingy, the red Terran player. His opponent in the bottom left, none other than OGTsuna. Have not had a game from Mr. Suna in a long time, but now all of a sudden he is sending me some seriously awesome games. So thank you, OGTsuna, for either getting back into this game, or I don't know if you took a break for a while or what was, but not only are you back, but you're playing Protoss again. I don't know if you remember, but OGTsuna started off as Protoss, and, or no wait, he started off as Zerg, and he had like some seriously amazing gameplay. He was only Platinum. I thought he was like Masters or something, and he was a Platinum. He was a Zerg player, and he switched to Protoss because he said that he was so able to control the game to make his opponent like do what he wanted them to do with his units and stuff, that he just got bored playing Zerg, so he switched to Protoss, which is so rare. You never hear people switching to Protoss from Zerg. That's probably the thing that happens least ever in this game. So yeah, he's been sending me replays, and it's always I love getting replays because, you know, StarCraft is an awesome game, and I particularly love to handle the noob replays as OGTsuna is stealing some gas over here from Zingy, just for fun. That probe couldn't get out, so he was like, well, F you, I'm going to steal your gas then, you bastard. I don't know. I mean, obviously you're going to delay some of the gas-intensive builds by doing this, but by and large, I am not a gas stealer myself, personally. You do delay particular builds. You know, you make them, especially if they're thinking of if they want to go double gas and get like Banshees or something. But basically what you do is you encourage your opponent to do this, to early expand, drop a bunker, and that's exactly what happens here. Zingy. But what it allows you to do back at home is what OGTsuna is doing here. It allows you to tech without fear of your opponent also teching at the same time or as fast. But it also allows you, if you like, to get really aggressive. If you do something like steal your opponent's gas, and then you scout them and notice that they've early expanded, then you kind of have a green light to do something like a 4-gate or a really quick 3-gate push. You just kind of, you give yourself a little bit of license to be aggressive. OGTsuna is now Diamond player in this season. And he also plays in the Korean server from time to time, and I don't remember how high he got when he was playing over there. Maybe he'll drop a comment and remind me. It was a while. He used to send me some replays from the Korean server back when he was playing Zerg too. 1-gate Robo Expand, and that was 1-gate Nexus. It was Gate Nexus Robo. So interesting build. Very powerful build. Allows you to be very versatile. One of the things I like about this build, the 1-gate Robo expansion build, is it allows you to be reactionary. It's one of the few builds that allows you to be reactionary as Protoss. A lot of times, you know, See, right now, if he wanted to, if he was scouting something and he didn't want to, you know, maybe Terran was going Banshees or something, and you know, he could just drop Stargates instead of these gates. You know, just I feel like this is something akin to the Terran 111, where at least leaves you an option to do something like that, where you can go air. It delays, you know, your commitment to a bunch of gates, so you can do other things. It's a nice build. Forge Fast Expand offers the same kind of thing too, because you can then after you scout, you can see what you want to do. Zingy now picking up his other gases. He's got his expansion down. He is muling it up, saturating. He's got a couple bunkers. Strange eBay placement that can get picked off pretty easily. And it looks like Stim about halfway done. We are getting some upgrades. +1. We do finally see the starport going down. We have some add-ons, a couple of tech labs. No reactors as of yet. Oh, we do see one on this factory, so maybe we'll see some Hellions. Unless he's swapping that for the starport, which is certainly a possibility. All of which OGTsuna sees quite clearly. Command center is down, so he's going to be looking to get a fast third. And it looks like we are gearing up for a nice meaty macro game. And TVP is one of those matches that is, well, depending on what the Terran does, I guess, could be really fun. Now, having scouted this fast command center, OGTsuna's like, all right, you're going to get fast third. Look at me. I'm going to get fast third. And he's dropping his third over there. I'm still torn as to which base is the better base to get your third, whether it's here or over here. This one seems like it's a little bit more defensible, particularly because you have this choke here, and you can basically put your army right here and defend either way. This one's a little bit harder to defend. It's a little bit further away, but it's also further away from your enemy usually. So, although I guess in these spawn positions, it really doesn't matter. This one actually is probably a little bit further away from your enemy. So yeah, who knows? We shall see. Looks like Zingy getting ready to make a move, or at least do a drop here. He's going to pardon me. We're going to follow this medvac around, which really isn't fun. It's not fun. Double forge, pumping out the upgrades, +1s. Gonna drop, not gonna finish before the medvac gets there. Colossus Tech already out for OGTsuna. And that third base scanning the front, which is good because it makes you think you're coming in the front, and then dropping in the rear. In the rear with the gear. And the stim goes in. Stim's finished. Killing off some probes. Stalkers come in though. And he's going to lose that. Bam! Down goes the medevac. That was not how you want a drop like that to go, I can assure you. 1-1 finishes up for OGTsuna, and Zingy going to be dropping his third base. And now, of course, he's not scouted much, so he doesn't know anything about what's going on over here. Pylon over here, that's going to be good for, well, first of all, it's good for spotting, for drops. As we see both armies move out into the center of the field. We've got a few Vikings coming out here. Not a whole lot of bio here, and without ghosts, this could be really bad for Zingy. I mean, he's going to be able to take out that Colossus pretty quick But the oh wow, he was able to micro back the Colossus, take out some of these Vikings. A couple force fields trapping some of these units. Zealots coming in, gonna get killed off pretty quick. No more Colossus for OGTsuna, so he is gonna pull back. Pylons out in the middle of the field, always necessary for these mid-field battles. If you're Protoss, you want to plant your pylons anywhere you can. You see the Marauder production jump for Zingy, and that is good for Stalker heavy armors, Stalker heavy armies. And I think if Zingy pushes here without some perfect force fields from Tsuna, he could be in trouble. Zealots are in the back. Zealots not able to get out into the fight. Force fields doing their job, but it looks like Zingy is going to run away again. Loses another medvac. And OGTsuna just slowly eking ahead in the food. Just up by about 15 food now. About 20-ish. Is OGTsuna going to press now, or is he going to be content, hang back, and continue to economize, wait for him to drop the Nexus up here, and he's got the money. Just waiting to see it happen. And he will take that, will undoubtedly be the location of his fourth base. We'll just have to see when he's going to do it. Warping in more units. Terran getting +2 upgrades. Ghost Academy finally down for the Terran. I just feel like I say finally because it just seems that it should be part of the mid game at this point, and now we're starting to get towards more of a late game. Here's another engagement. Some more force fields. Guardian Shield is up, and so doing very well. It's like +3. Zealots being warped in to handle these Marauders, and more medvacs being taken out, and Marines coming in from the back. Reinforcements, lots of production coming out here for Zingy. He's got 3 racks down on the low ground, 5 of them on the high ground. Zingy actually came out on top a little bit, closed the food gap there, and now the High Templar is finished for Tsuna, so he's going to be able to feedback those ghosts. He's warping Storm as the Terran player continues to go biological for his main forces. Oh wow, very quickly going to be able to take down. Oh no! Losing that Archon right away. Those Templar forced to make an Archon, and oh, look at these Marauders want to take out this Colossus, and they do get it. Look at that. Though that's a trade that you definitely want to make. Colossus are so expensive, and they take so long to make for Protoss players. If you have to sack some units to take one out, that's definitely a trade worth making. And now Zingy does have ghosts out, so it's going to be that much more difficult with EMP for OGTsuna to be effective. Obviously, EMP taking down all of the shields for 90% of the Protoss units, which I think is absolute crap, and a little bit too strong. But I'm not going to use the magic words like imbalance or overpowered. It's just a little bit too strong. But we shall see what this radius drop does. Is he going to EMP? A lot of Zealots, which is going to neutralize. Oh, but these guys take all of the shields away and kiting these Zealots. Zingy doing a very good job here of controlling the gateway forces of OGTsuna. Tsuna's going to have to do something different here. He's got a bunch of Templar, so he's got Storm ready. He does have +2 armor, +2 attack. Um, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe +3 down for the Terran player. He's going to have these upgrades finished. Lots of zealots, and you really do need to do that against bio units. But again, once EMP comes out, you are in great danger. You have to be perfect micro-wise, or at least hope that your opponent is not, and hope that he misses with his EMPs. Warp Prism coming into play for OGTsuna. Perhaps we're going to see some drops. Some Warp Prism harass. That's good. We don't see that enough, I don't think. Now there's all these Templar in from behind. Are we going to see storms? There's a storm, first storm. Doesn't really get a lot of units here. A couple storms. Zingy not really microing out of them. More and more storms being stacked on these units, and now the Archons being made. If these Archons are actually live through it and are able to form, they will be able to kill all these units, and hence you see them running away. We don't want to die. And now we see that Suna does see everything that Zingy has going, whereas Zingy is not aware of Suna's 4th base. We do have some Stargate out. We can see some Void Rays. We are seeing the shield upgrades as well, as Zingy's +3 is finishing. And he does have now 5 bases up and running, Zingy, and getting planetary fortresses. Oh no, look at this. Zealot attack, so he had to lift off there. Planetary fortresses abound. More, it's a huge zealot force by Zingy. Wow. Archons are freaking strong, man. And here comes OGTsuna. Zealots charging up, trying to take this ramp. Where? See, this is a problem. I hate this. This is I wonder if OG just move commanded this army in here, because there is oh, there's the blink. Stalker's coming in. Bunker gets busted. Voidery goes down. So Zingy is basically hanging back here. He's going to re-rally all of his stuff. And OGTsuna comes in. SCVs are in the game, and there's a storm. I don't think that really hit anything except for that Marine. Not very well placed. The units did not charge out. And it's all Marauders. How did that... Oh no, there's one Marine. Did that one Marine kill that Void Ray? How is that even possible? And look at that. Zingy. Able to push this back. Oh, but there's more units coming. Suna looking to rally here. But now he is actually going to pull back. Try and regroup. He's mining fine here. Mining fine here. Mined out at the natural, mined out at the main. So now we have, we might see a switch here. We have basically a Protoss mining off of 2 bases, and this is quickly becoming mined out here. So it's very soon it's going to be 1 base, 1 mining base. I guess it's the same here, 1 mining base. Because he's not mining here yet. So we're going to have 2 mining bases versus 1 mining base very quickly, and the Terran's going to have an opportunity here to take an advantage. Even though the Protoss still is up a fairly significant margin in food. 30 food is no small bit. Pardon me. Let me take a sip of my tasty beverage. Finally take out that zealot. So he could land that command center any time now. Another engagement. Too many units this time. The Archons are not going to be enough to tank, and once you lose those tanks, the tanking units, I'm sorry, not the tanks, there's no tanks in this game. Surprise was that he did not move in with any of these Archons. Had he moved in with the Archons, he could have had some kind of storm, some kind of AoE force to take on these units, but he would have also exposed them to the EMP, because there are some ghosts back here as well. You see this ghost back here chilling with almost full energy. So he would have at least 3, if not 4 EMPs. And one ghost with full energy, 4 EMPs, wipes out all shields and energy from all these units. There's a scan. He sees where the army is. He knows exactly what it is. I did not want to take that route. There is 4 ghosts, 3 ghosts in this army makeup, and I don't care who you are, man. Ghosts are scary units for Protoss, just scary units. Zealots not in the front, not tanking, and just amazing EMPs, getting everything. Couple of feedbacks are able to squeak out, but again, these guys have no units. Oh no, the Templar are just walking right up in the front, making the Archons again, trying to use them to tank these units, but it's not going to be enough. And Archons come out. They do have a little bit of splash damage, but there's so many units here left for Zingy, and he's just going to kill all of OGTsuna's units. My goodness. And able to keep the Void Ray alive, but man. And yeah, amazingly, OGTsuna is still ahead on food. Let me check the unit count here. We have 80 probes to 60 SCVs. So we're talking about food lead. There isn't one, because they're even in food, and the Terran player has 20 fewer SCVs, which means he has 20 more army supply, which means essentially, as far as strength wise, the Terran player is actually ahead. Zingy still wanting really bad to drop that command center. Suna not letting it happen, keeping this warp prism active. More Templars being warped in, getting some Archons. I like the idea against Terran, keeping 1 or 2 Templar in the back so you can storm, but really using most of them for Archons. He's got a lot. He's very much oversaturated here. He wants to get in here. He wants to deny mining at this base. And here comes the Terran forces. And there's that AoE of the Colossus. Marauder's going to come in and going to kill him very quickly. Void Rays doing their job over here, trying to kill some Marines so they can get at these Marauders. Colossus will fall. Zingy getting a bigger and bigger lead now. He's going to be able to move in here and do some damage. OGTsuna needs more of these Zealots, a few more Stalkers. It's going to need to drive back this force. Void Ray going to come out and try and harass this. Probes in transfer. Oh no. Yeah, EMP hitting again everything. Zealots are great tanking units unless they don't have any shields, and then they're terrible. And DT's finally in the mix, going to saving the Protoss unit. And even though they have vision, there's enough of them to where they're going to be able to get in here and do the damage. Oh no, there's a scan. The scan's over. More DT's warping in, able to one-shot a lot of these units. There's another scan. So these guys are going to fall pretty fast, but they're so strong that they're able to do a lot of damage. And that's going to make Zingy fall back. Oh man, this is a couple games. I think the last, another game I recently cast that was pretty long like this. DT saved the day, and they happen to do it again. Another Void Rays, more Void Rays being made. Got some Vikings coming out for Zingy. He's got this base, muling. He's making a command center here. Finally, finally getting a base up there. He's wanted that for so long. We're seeing a lot more production facility, a lot more barracks being made, and it looks like Zingy's just sticking with the bio. He doesn't want to switch. He's maxed out on his upgrades. It's adding some mech where he needs to. Like if he sees Colossus, then he adds some Vikings, things like that. But all in all, it looks like he is going to lose his command center. And down that's going to go. And a couple zealots out here doing some damage, harassing, killing some SCVs. So OGTsuna doing a good job of denying bases to Zingy. He's denying them right and left. Here comes another engagement. Lots of Marauders over here. DT up close, driving these guys off. They stem to run away, and I'm guessing Zingy either didn't see or didn't have the scans to get at those DTs. But again, OGTsuna just doing a really nice job of denying bases. Zealots up here trying to take out this orbital. These zealots obviously not going to survive that much longer. Orbital will finish, and it's going to be able to mine here. Another engagement out here in the front. DTs, storms. But now it's just Stalkers and a couple of DTs, and no Protoss can live through that, and losing the DTs as well. These Stalkers have to pull back. Terran player taking a enormous lead now, and he is going to go on the offensive and start denying some bases of his own. And more Colossus coming out. We have, here come the Zealots. No ghosts in this army, so that gives OGTsuna the distinct advantage here without ghosts to kill these shields. That's the word I'm looking for. Jeez, can't even talk. More Colossus coming out. See, this is the thing. You know, you really have to. As Protoss, when you're going against Bio, you really have to pay attention to what your opponent is doing. If he just wants to kill you and overwhelm you, then he might, drop production of certain units like Ghosts, and you can just get in there and make a couple Colossus or some Templar, get some Storms, and get back into the game. We are back even food-wise. Check units. 73 to 52, both players having lost some worker units. What we're not seeing that I thought we were going to see more of is drop harass. Here's another engagement. Colossus in the back. We have Vikings up on the high ground shooting at the Colossus, and the Marauders trying to come back, and they are able to kill one. Oh man, they just totally wrecked that force. And OGTsuna could be in trouble if Zingy decides to push. It doesn't look like he is going to be pushing. We have some Stalkers back here and another Colossus. But Zingy ahead in food once again. A little bit more red units in here, but mostly in the air. Another DT in the back. There's the scan, going to be able to kill the DT. It looks like OGTsuna, he might actually be able to hold this. Again, he's not using any EMPs, and Zealots are so hard to kill. More DTs being warped in as well. It looks like OGTsuna is going to hold it again. This is a very close game. Terran player still does have an advantage, again, because he's behind by about 20 SEVs, which means he is not only ahead by 10 in the food department, but his army is about 30 food stronger than OGTsuna's. Not sure what you do here as OGTsuna. You've got probably all the gateways you can handle. You really need more bases, and he's got 1, 2 up, trying to get a third mining from. Zingy is mining from. He's only mining from 1 base right now. This could be a problem, and this is where all of those attempts of OGTsuna to deny mining are going to come in handy real soon. He's once again trying to deny bases. Here comes Zingy. Pardon me. Kills the Colossus, but there are GTs running rampant in his base, killing all these units. Zingy does not have enough, and now we see the tide turning once again in favor of OGTsuna. I gotta look and see where are the orbitals. Does he not have any orbitals? Has he lost? Oh, he has 1 orbital. He could have scanned there, but he didn't, and this orbital is floating. So he's basically mining off of 1 base right now, and now's the time where Zingy's going to be in trouble. And what I think one of the things I'm learning watching this game is the importance of denying bases. Not just winning battles, but denying bases. Lots of DTs in this group here. Going to be able to chase this down with these zealots, not worrying about anything, and taking out this orbital. And I think this is going to spell the end for Zingy and what's been a seriously fantastic game by both these players. This is one of the best non-pro ZVPs I've seen in a while. I can't really think of anything that anybody did wrong per se. Both these guys are way better than me, so I'm not going to presume to judge their gameplay. But that was really exciting, and it basically just came down to OGTsuna was more EMPs, basically hit everything, but here come the zealots from the side. EMPs have already been launched and they're dead, and that is going to be it. Zingy GG's leaves the game. OGTsuna wins. Wow, that was freaking cool. Really good gameplay, and this comes down to 2 guys equally matched in skill, strategies, very strong, and it turned out, OGTsuna just did a really good job of denying mining. He took this base away several times, took this base away several times, took this base away several times before it finally got up and Zingy was able to mine from it. So OGTsuna was able to manage his own mining and at the same time keep his opponent from maintaining a huge economic lead. And that's really the only thing, because you saw how Zingy was getting ahead, and Zingy was looked like Zingy was taking over until OGTsuna took out this base for the 5th time, and Zingy didn't have enough money to keep going. So, and at the end of the day, it's all about Zim money, baby. It's all about Zim money. Hope you enjoyed the game. I freaking loved it. Thank you, OGTsuna. Keep sending those reps, guys. And as always, keep climbing that ladder. Peace.